You got busy, work piled up, the weather turned, life happened, and your motorcycle has been sitting in the garage for a month without moving, covered up, untouched. You figure it's fine. It's not like you crashed it or abused it. It's just been sitting. But here's what most riders never realize. A motorcycle sitting unused for 30 days is not a motorcycle at rest. It's a motorcycle actively deteriorating in 5 very specific ways. And when you come back to it, fire it up and ride away, you might be starting a chain of problems that doesn't reveal itself until weeks later in the most inconvenient and expensive way possible. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what happens inside and outside your motorcycle during a month of inactivity and exactly what to do about each one before you ride again. What we cover at number 3 surprises most riders because it happens completely silently with zero visible warning. And number 5 is the one that causes the most expensive damage of everything on this list. Let's get into it. Thing 1. Your battery dies or starts dying. This is the most immediate and most visible consequence of a month of inactivity, and it's more damaging than most riders appreciate. Modern motorcycles have always-on electrical draws, even with the ignition off. Your clock, your ECU memory, your alarm system, if fitted, all of these pull small amounts of current continuously. On a healthy, regularly ridden battery, this self-discharge is constantly offset by charging during riding. On a battery that sits for a month with no charging input, these small draws compound daily until the battery voltage drops below the threshold where it can reliably start the engine. But here's what most riders don't know. A battery that's been allowed to discharge deeply doesn't just need recharging, it's been permanently damaged. Lead-acid batteries that drop below a certain voltage threshold begin a process called sulfation. Lead sulfate crystals form on the battery plates and reduce the battery's ability to hold charge permanently. A battery that's been deeply discharged and then jump-started or fast-charged has already lost a portion of its capacity that it will never recover. The correct solution for any motorcycle sitting longer than 2 weeks is a trickle charger or smart maintainer connected continuously. These devices keep the battery at full charge without overcharging, extending battery life dramatically and ensuring your bike starts instantly when you come back to it. A trickle charger costs less than a single battery replacement, and it protects every battery your motorcycle will ever have. Thing 2. Fuel degrades and varnish begins forming. Modern fuel, particularly ethanol-blended fuel, which is now standard at most pumps, begins degrading within 30 days of sitting in a tank or carburetor. The light, volatile components that make fuel combust efficiently start evaporating. Ethanol absorbs atmospheric moisture and begins separating from the fuel. What's left behind is a chemically different liquid that burns less efficiently and leaves residue on every surface it touches. In a carburetor, this residue becomes varnish. It coats the float bowl, partially blocks jets, and leaves a sticky film on the needle and slide. A month of sitting with ethanol-blended fuel is enough to begin this process, and the warmer your storage environment, the faster it happens. In a fuel-injected bike, degraded fuel leaves deposits on injector tips that alter the spray pattern and reduce atomization efficiency. The power loss and hesitation this causes often gets misdiagnosed as something more serious and more expensive. If your bike will sit for more than 2 weeks, either run the fuel system dry by switching the petcock off and letting the engine stall, or use a quality fuel stabilizer mixed into a full tank before storage. These 2 options cost almost nothing and prevent fuel degradation entirely. Thing 3. Your tires develop flat spots. This is the silent one. No noise, no warning, nothing you'd notice just looking at the bike. But it's happening to any motorcycle that sits in one position for 30 days or more, and it affects your safety the moment you ride away. Motorcycle tires are constructed with multiple layers of rubber compound, fabric, and steel or nylon belts. When the full weight of the motorcycle sits on one contact patch for an extended period, the tire construction deforms slightly at that point. The compound flattens, the internal structure takes a set in that position. On a tire that's been sitting for a month, this flat spot is usually temporary. It rides out within the first few miles as the tire heats up and the rubber returns to its normal shape. But during those first miles, your handling is subtly but measurably affected. The bike feels slightly unsteady, slightly wooden in transitions, slightly off in a way that's hard to identify but easy to feel.
On older tires or tires that have been sitting for longer periods, flat spots can become permanent. The tire never fully rounds out again, and the uneven contact patch affects handling permanently. The solution is simple. If your bike is going into storage for more than 2 weeks, use a Paddock stand to lift the tires off the ground completely. This single habit preserves tire shape, prevents flat spots, and also prevents another storage problem: the moisture absorption and hardening that occurs when rubber sits in direct contact with concrete for extended periods. Thing 4, corrosion begins on critical metal surfaces. Bare metal surfaces on a motorcycle that sits unused are exposed to atmospheric moisture continuously, and a month of atmospheric exposure without the protective effect of heat cycling, which drives moisture away, and movement, which distributes fresh oil across internal surfaces, is enough time for corrosion to begin in several critical places. Inside the engine, the oil film that coats cylinder walls, cam lobes, and bearing surfaces begins thinning as the oil slowly drains back into the sump. Metal surfaces that were protected by a thin oil film the last time the engine ran are now bare and exposed to moisture-laden air entering through the breather system. Microscopic surface rust begins forming on cylinder walls in particular, and even microscopic rust on a cylinder wall acts as an abrasive against piston rings from the very first startup. On the outside of the bike, brake discs develop a surface rust layer within days of inactivity. This is normal and clears itself within the first few brake applications, but it's a visible reminder of what's happening on less visible surfaces simultaneously. The chain corrodes rapidly without fresh lubricant. The throttle cable, clutch cable, and brake lever pivots stiffen as their lubrication dries, and any painted surface with existing chips or scratches becomes a site for rust to begin spreading underneath the paint from the edges inward. Before returning to storage, a light application of appropriate lubricant to the chain, cables, and exposed metal surfaces, and starting the engine briefly to recoat internal surfaces with fresh oil prevents most of this corrosion from establishing itself. Thing 5, engine oil contaminates and nobody checks it. This is the most expensive damage on the entire list, and it happens because of a combination of factors that most riders never connect. When an engine sits unused, moisture from the atmosphere enters through the breather system and from combustion residue already present in the oil. Modern engine oil contains additives specifically designed to neutralize acids and suspend moisture, but these additives deplete over time and with heat cycles. Oil that's already been in service for several thousand miles before a month of sitting has depleted additive packages that can no longer effectively neutralize the moisture and acids accumulating during inactivity. The result is oil that's become chemically contaminated, carrying moisture, acids, and combustion byproducts in suspension without the additive protection to neutralize them. When you start the engine after a month and this contaminated oil begins circulating, it carries those corrosive elements directly to your bearings, your cylinder walls, and your cam lobes during the most vulnerable period of every startup, before oil pressure fully builds. The fix is straightforward and inexpensive. If your motorcycle has been sitting for a month with oil that was already due for a change or approaching its service interval, change it before you ride again, not after a few rides to warm everything up, before the first ride. Fresh oil with full additive packages protects your engine from cold start through the entire next service interval. Old contaminated oil starts damaging it from the very first revolution. Here's the reality of motorcycle storage. 30 days feels like nothing. It feels like your bike is just waiting patiently for you to come back. But inside that garage, 5 separate deterioration processes are running simultaneously, and most of them are invisible until you're already riding away with the damage done. A trickle charger on the battery, fuel stabilizer in the tank, tires off the ground on a paddock stand, fresh oil before the first ride back, and a quick lubrication of exposed surfaces before you cover it up. 5 things, 30 minutes. The difference between a bike that comes back to life perfectly and one that comes back with problems you'll spend the next month diagnosing. Subscribe for more real motorcycle knowledge. See you in the next one.